hit a little nubber to the mound, hits a little trickler to the pitcher, skips one to the shortstop, one hopper to the shortstop, smacks it down the line. Hard hit grounder through the hole and into left field. A one hopper through the hole into right field, slaps it through into left field, knocks one into right field, smacks one towards the gap, bunks one towards the gap.
You gotta score runs to win a game. Can't win a game if you don't get on base. Ooh, that's too bad. That kid was out by a mile.
Got it. She's got it. She scoops it up. She's all over it. He's got it. He scoops it up. He's all over it. Easy play for him. And he goes after it. And he grabs it. He gobbles it up. That one's going way over her head. Way over her head. That ball is heading out of reach. Way over his head. That one's going way over his head. And it goes out of play. Runners take one base. Tripped and fell. Oops. That's not graceful. Ouch! He hits the ground. Looks like he tripped. Lost his footing. Lost her footing.
I wouldn't want to meet this kid in a dark alley. I wouldn't want to meet him in a light alley either. Alleys are scary. That kid's waving the bat around like it was a toothpick. This kid's got to be pretty nervous out there. I like this kid's batting stance. Strong, but not too flashy. I got a bad feeling about this. Let's see what this kid can do. This kid's one tough cookie, Sonny. This kid's looking to make a name for themselves. Now this kid's got style. I gave this kid some pointers in batting practice. Let's see if it pays off. The fabulous Gooch predicts this kid is going places. This girl can walk the walk. But can she hit the ball? This kid can walk the walk. But can he hit the ball? This girl looks like she's all business out there. This kid looks like he's all business out there. I'm so excited I can barely contain myself. Let's get this inning started already. Well, let's see what the kids can do here. These kids are looking to make something happen here. Tell Grandma to come in from the kitchen, 'cause the inning is about to start. Well, I hope you made it back from the snack bar, 'cause this inning is getting underway here. That's what I call a whiff. Gotta swing at the right time to hit the ball. I hope they didn't hurt themselves. You know, you can throw your back out swinging like that. Shouldn't have pulled the trigger on that one. Looked like a good pitch to me. The batter's gotta pull the trigger on those. What is he waiting for? What is she waiting for? That kid was frozen. I can't believe they didn't swing at that. Here's a little fact for you. Sonny, I got a story. Here's something. Listen to this. You know, Sonny, in the big league, the Angels used to have this guy called the Angel Ape at their games. Boy, he used to get the crowd going, dancing, singing, scaring the children. He looked just like an ape. Too bad they had to get rid of him.
Why'd they do that?
Apparently he smelled just like an ape, too. P.U. You know, Sonny, the Major League Diamondbacks have a swimming pool behind their right field fence. I kid you not. About 100 years ago, when Bob Uecker played for the Major League Braves, he once shagged fly balls with a tuba. In the big league, the Orioles once had a pitcher named Mike Cuellar who was really superstitious. He always had to eat Chinese food before he pitched, and on game days he'd dress in blue from head to toe, blue shirt, blue pants, blue shoes, the works. He even drove a blue car. He was a pretty decent pitcher, so I guess it worked. You know, Sonny, ever since the Major League Red Sox traded Babe Ruth, they haven't won a World Series. They call it the curse of the Bambino.
My mom doesn't like it when I curse.
The Major League Cubs once had a guy named Lou Novikov. Folks called him the Mad Russian. Story goes that he'd only play well if his wife was yelling at him. She'd be sitting in the stands behind home plate and yell, "Boo! Strike the bum out!" And whammo, he'd hit a homer. The Major League White Sox once had a midget play for them. He only had one at bat, and he walked. Turns out the pitchers couldn't find his strike zone. In the majors, the Reds' Dave Concepcion once got ejected for blowing kisses at the umpire. Some guys just can't take a compliment. In 1919, Slim Caldwell was struck by lightning while pitching for the Major League Indians. After they woke him up, he finished the game to pick up the victory. They don't make 'em like that anymore, Sonny. You know, Sonny, the air is so thin in the Major League Rockies Stadium that almost any fly ball you hit travels out of the park. Even I could hit a home run there. In the majors, the Tigers had a pitcher named Dizzy Trout. He was always doing crazy stuff. He once pitched from a wheelbarrow. You know, Sonny, back in the 1990s, the Major League Florida Marlins netted the World Series championship after only 5 years in the league. That's amazing. Of course, that's 83.25 in fish years, which isn't quite as impressive. Former Major League Astros pitcher Joe Niekro only hit one home run in his entire career. It was off his brother, Hall of Fame pitcher Phil Niekro. Former Major League Royal Freddie Patek, a height-impaired shortstop, once said he'd rather be the shortest player in the major leagues than the tallest in the minors. You tell him, Freddie. In the big league, the Dodgers had a lot of great pitchers, but none better than Sandy Koufax. Somebody once said trying to get a hit off of Koufax was like trying to drink coffee with a fork. In 1970, a 69-year-old man dressed as Bernie Brewer climbed on top of the Major League Brewers Stadium scoreboard and vowed not to come down until the team drew a crowd of 40,000 for a game. 2.5 weeks later, the Brewers got a crowd of 40,000, and Bernie Brewer finally came down. One time, in a game against the Major League Twins, Dave King Kong Kingman hit a pop-up that went through the Teflon roof of the Metrodome. In the majors, former Expo first baseman Ron Fairley was such a crummy fielder. He once told his teammates they'd be better off rolling the ball to him instead of throwing it. You know, Sonny, former Major League Yankee Reggie Jackson once said, "Fans don't boo nobodies." I think he's got a point. I never been booed in my life. The 1962 Major League Mets lost a record 120 games. You know, you gotta try pretty hard to be that bad. In the big league, the A's were known as the Mustache Gang. In the early 70s, when owner Charlie O'Finley paid his players to grow facial hair. The only thing I can grow on my face is a milk mustache. The Major League Phillies fans are pretty rough. Mike Schmidt said they would even boo Santa Claus. Before a game once, one of the Major League Pirates players said, "I wish they wouldn't play that song. Every time they play it, we lose." Unfortunately for him, the song was the Star-Spangled Banner. Back in the 70s, the Major League Padres used to wear these orange and brown striped polyester uniforms. Steve Garvey said he felt like a taco. Former MLB Giants third baseman Darrell Evans claimed he was visited by a UFO. After his close encounter, he hit 196 homers over the next 6 seasons. Apparently, Sonny, these aliens knew something about baseball. One time, former Major League Mariner Lenny Randle got down on his hands and knees and tried to blow a ground ball foul.
Did it work?
No, but I bet that AstroTurf gave him some rug burns. In the majors, the Cardinals have some of the most loyal fans in baseball. One fan was called the Horse Lady. She'd sit behind home plate, and whenever the opposition was up to bat, she'd whinny like a horse really, really loud. She used to drive those poor guys crazy. You know, Sonny, I think baseball needs more horse ladies. You know, Tropicana Field, where the Major League Devil Rays play, went through 8 years of tractor pulls before it became the home of the Devil Rays back in '98. You know, Burley Grimes was the last major leaguer to throw a spitball before it was outlawed. Major League Blue Jays pitcher Pat Henchkin writes poetry. It's true. He's a Renaissance baseball player. Before we start the game, Sonny, I'd like to read an excerpt from my new book, I Love the Baseball, by Vinnie the Gooch. Chapter 1. I love the baseball. What I love most about baseball is it's 100% American, except for the parts that were taken from other countries.
That's great, Vinnie.
That's from my new book, I Love the Baseball, by Vinnie the Gooch, available at fine bookstores and gas stations across the world. Today, the fabulous Gooch predicts that at one point in the game, at least one of these two teams will get a hit. You know, baseball is all about the love of the game. I mean, why else would anyone stand in the outfield for hours waiting for a ball to drop into their mitt? And now, a word from our sponsor.
Vinnie, there aren't any commercials in backyard baseball.
No commercials? Good! They drive me bananas. Except for the good ones. Those are funny. No matter how bad this season has been, these kids aren't giving up hope. And that's the true BBL spirit we all like to see. Remember, it's all about having fun out there. This has been quite an exciting season for these kids, and the playoffs are in sight. These kids should be very proud of their performance so far. They've played hard, and it's paid off. This season has been solid for these kids. They've been playing some serious baseball out there, and they have a lot to be proud of. Not to mention, it's looking good for the playoffs. Whatever these kids are doing, it's working for them. This has been a great season so far. Each one of the players is thinking about the playoffs, and they have a good chance of making it if they keep it up. A little luck, a lot of skill, and a bunch of great attitudes have seen these kids through an outstanding season. You can bet they have hopes of landing in the playoffs, and my guess is they will. These kids are threatening to climb out of the cellar, and fans, your support is key. Yes, sirree, Bob, they're on the comeback trail heading for the playoffs, but it's gonna be a long haul to get there. What a season it's been so far. In case you haven't noticed, these kids have managed to win a few here and there. At this point, it's still possible for them to make the series, and you can bet they'll give it their best shot. Sure has been an exciting season of highs and lows, and there's no telling if these kids will go all the way or not. The one thing we can count on, though, is that they're gonna try their hardest. It's been an exciting season of ups and downs so far, but these kids are starting to make a comeback. They still have a chance to make it to the playoffs if they're ready to fight for it. These kids have been working hard all season. Sometimes it pays off, and sometimes, well, you can't win 'em all. At this point, it's still hard to tell if they'll make the playoffs or not, but they're gonna try their hardest. That's for sure. At this point, these kids have already made it to the playoffs. But if I know this team, they're going to give this last season game everything they've got just for the love of baseball. With a record like this going into the final game, these kids aren't going to make the playoffs. However, you got to hand it to them for one heck of a season, eh, folks? Let's watch this team play together one last time. These young players have high hopes going into today's game. A win would send them on to the playoffs, but a loss would mean the end of the line. Now that we're in the playoffs, the competition is a little rougher, and you can bet these kids will be playing their hearts out. Every player out there has their eye on the league title. I tell you, it's going to be a tough fight for the pennant. The score is 1-0 in this playoff round, and folks, this could be it. If these kids perform well today, it's on to the league championship. The race for the pennant. If not, they'll be battling out the tiebreaker. With a score of 0-1 in the playoffs, this has proven to be a tough series for these young players. They haven't lost sight of the title, but it's going to take 2 consecutive wins to nab it. Well, fans, this is it. This is the deciding game. The score is 1-1 in these playoffs, and these kids know it's all or nothing out there today. Everybody out here today wants their team to be the one to take the league title and go on to the Backyard World Series. But only one team will make it. Our favorite kids are up against some pretty tough competition now, but we all know they have what it takes to win the league pennant. The score is 1-0. And these kids have a good chance of making it to the Backyard World Series if they can just produce another win today. The series stands at 0-1, and take it from the Gooch, these kids are gonna keep on fighting till the end. They're just gonna have to fight harder if they want to make it to the final championship round. The score is tied at 1, and these kids are gonna be working their tails off out there today with one thing in mind: making it to the Backyard World Series. Today's winners will go on to battle it out for the world title. Going into the final round, everyone's looking at that Backyard World Series title, but only one team will make it all the way. The score is 1-0, and these kids are hanging tough in the Backyard World Series, ready to win it all. The score is 0-1. And these young players have put in a great effort so far, but they've got a ways to go if they want to nab that Backyard World Series title. The series stands at 2-0. What an unbelievable series this has been for these kids. Today's win would mean that they take the whole enchilada. Ay, 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 ándale, ándale. The series is at 0-2. At this point in the championship series, the kids aren't doing as well as they'd hoped. But it ain't over yet. I know these kids, and they got a lot of fight in them. The score is tied at 1, so at this point in the Backyard World Series, things could go either way. This promises to be a tough fight till the end. What an exciting series this is! At 2-1. Things are looking good for our favorite players. The Backyard World Series title is within their grasp, and a win today would nab it for them. It has been a suspenseful championship round as our favorite kids fight for a shot at the Backyard World Series title. The score is 1-2. And they're going to have to pull off 2 consecutive wins to become the champions of the Backyard World Series. This is it, folks. The final game of the Backyard World Series. The score is tied, 2-2. And if they play it right, our kids could walk out of here the winners of the Backyard World Series title.
This is Sunny Day, ready to bring you another exciting game here at Cement Gardens. Joining me is my sidekick, Vinnie the Gooch.
Why do I always have to be the sidekick? Just once I wish you were the sidekick.
Not gonna happen, Vinnie.
The hitting, the pitching, the spitting. I love the baseball.
I'm Sunny Day, and joining me is my pal, Vinnie the Gooch. Together, we'll bring you every bit of the action.
What she means is she's never gonna stop yapping.
It's my job, Vinnie.
Now it's my turn.
Hello, baseball fans. Sunny Day here, along with my good friend, Vinnie the Gooch.
Thanks, Sonny. It's good to be here for another exciting game of baseball. I can't get enough of it.
Sunny Day here with Vinnie the Gooch. Say hello, Vinnie.
Hello, Vinnie.
Hi there, sports fans. I'm Sunny Day, along with my partner, Vinnie the Gooch. Say hello to the nice people, Vinnie.
Nice. I got a bowl of potato salad dumped on my head on the way in here.
Oh, Vinnie, behave.
What? It's true.
Hiya, folks. Welcome to Backyard Baseball. I'm Sunny Day, along with my broadcast partner, Vinnie the Gooch.
Folks, we're gonna bring you the best in baseball today. Home runs, triple plays, strikeouts, live action from some of the hottest players in the league this season. The best in baseball.
Boy, you're sure enthusiastic today.
I had a good breakfast.
Sunny Day here, along with Vinnie the Gooch, welcoming you again to Backyard Baseball.
Vinnie the Gooch here, along with Sunny Day, welcoming you again to Backyard Baseball.
I just said that, Vinnie.
I know, but I think I said it better, with more pizzazz. This will be a great matchup of my 2 favorite teams. The, what's-their-faces and the, other guys.
All the teams have made it this far, but only 2 will be moving on to the playoffs. The excitement level is high as the players prepare for their first game in this playoff series. Welcome to the first game in the race for the pennant. Every player out there is excited to have made it this far. Welcome to another game in the race for the pennant. This could be the big one. This is it, folks. The final game in the race for the pennant. You can bet everyone's got one thing on their minds out there, and it sure isn't losing. Here we are at the first game of the Backyard World Series. I can't believe the excitement in this stadium as we head into the final game of the official Backyard World Series. It looks as though our favorite players have made it to another round in the Backyard World Series. Here we are at another exciting game in the official Backyard World Series. For Vinnie the Gooch, this is Sunny Day, wishing you all peace, harmony, and great baseball. See you next time! Until next time, this is Sunny Day for Vinnie the Gooch and the whole Backyard gang. So long for Vinnie the Gooch. This is Sunny Day, bidding you farewell.
Bidding you farewell? You've been reading those fancy novels again, haven't you?
Honestly, Vinnie. See you next time, baseball fans. Until next time, for Vinnie the Gooch, this is Sunny Day. So long, sports fans. The Hornets have won the first round of the playoffs. The Bombers have won the first round of the playoffs. The Melonheads have won the first round of the playoffs. The Monsters have won and will advance to the second round of the playoffs. The Wombats have won and will advance to the second round of the playoffs. The Fishes have won and will advance to the second round of the playoffs.
Unbelievable! Way to go! What a moment, folks! This is one for the memory books. These kids are now ready to move on to the next round of the playoffs. This is so exciting! They've made it to the next round of the playoffs, where they'll continue the fight, this time for the league title.
The Hornets are the American League champs! The Hornets are the National League champs! The Bombers are the American League champs! The Bombers are the National League champs! The Melonheads are the American League champs! The Melonheads are the National League champs! The Monsters have won the American League pennant! The Monsters have won the National League American League pennant! The Fishes have won the National League pennant!
What a day! This is unbelievable! Today's victory will carry them on to the Backyard World Series. What a day! That was incredible! Today is a huge day for these kids. They are the league champs, ready to go on to compete for the Backyard World Series title.
The Hornets have won the Backyard World Series! I don't believe it! They've won it all! The Bombers have won the Backyard World Series! I don't believe it! They've won it all! The Melonheads have won the Backyard World Series! I don't believe it! They've won it all! The Monsters are the Backyard World Series champions! The Wombats are the Backyard World Series champions! The Fishes are the Backyard World Series champions!
They've won it! They've won it! Oh, my stars, they've won it all! These kids are the champions of the Backyard World Series. It doesn't get any bigger than this. Tell you one thing, not one of those kids is ever gonna forget this day. You can bet on it. And as the players celebrate their victory, it's time for us to say goodbye to you.
This is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch saying see you next season!
This is the greatest moment in their baseball careers. They've done it. They've won it all. The whole enchilada, the big kahuna, the plate of spaghetti. They are the champions of the Backyard World Series.
The plate of spaghetti? What does that mean?
Forget it, kid. I was on a roll. Thanks for the memories, folks. This is Vinnie the Gooch and Sunny Day signing off until next season.
Let's play ball! Play ball! Okay, let's play ball! All right, let's play ball! What was that? We'll just call it a wild pitch. That pitch was all over the place. I don't even know what to call that pitch. Whoa, wild one. Way outside.
Whatever that was meant to be. Let's just call it a wild pitch and be done with it. That ball was so close, the batter got a haircut. I don't know where that pitch was supposed to go, but it ended up on the wild side. Maybe she should look into a pair of glasses. You know, this isn't the first wild pitch I've seen him throw. A couple games back, his catcher almost threw her arm out of the socket trying to catch some of those babies.
Mo Vaughn, Randy Johnson, Chipper Jones, Cal Ripken Jr., Nomar Garciaparra, Sammy Sosa, Frank Thomas, Barry Larkin, Kenny Lofton, Larry Walker, Juan Gonzalez, Alex Gonzalez, Jeff Bagwell, Carlos Beltran, Raul Mondesi, Jeremy Burnett, Marty Cordova, Vladimir Guerrero, Mike Piazza, Derek Jeter, Jason Giambi, Kurt Schilling, Jason Kendall, Tony Gwynn, Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., Mark McGuire, Jose Canseco, Yvonne Rodriguez, Sean Green, Alex Rodriguez, Alexis Weiss, Angelique Harding, Catherine Asher, Claire Nelson, Courtney Valentino, Dana Sakula, Ellen Martinez, Aaron Harris, Esmeralda Hyman, Ezra Travolta, Fabienne Callahan, Francesca Whitaker, Gloria Keitel, Heidi Thurman, Joan May, Jody Palmer, Caitlin Kane, Kathy Wolf, Lindsay Felgate, Lorelei Ikaye, Mamie Skilmsby, Mandy Coolidge, Rosanna Phelps, Ruth Prout, Samantha Winslow, Tatiana Jackson, Tracy Hoban, Uma Morris, Zanisha Goodman, Victoria Schomburg, Adam Van Doren, Alan Holzman, Billy Mendelson, Brad Bender, Buddy Martin, Butch Sherritt, Cameron Haynes, Chandler Huggins, Daniel Willis, Derek McHattery, Donald Vogel, Giuseppe Pachasa, Ivan King, Jerry Mahoney, Jose Meisenheimer, Lance Lambert, Marcellus Marks, Matthew LaCruz, Maynard McElroy, Melvin Berger, Parker Cullum, Peter Levine, Quentin Driver, Randolph Gluckert, Samuel Middleton, Scotty Ross, Terry Vega, Vincent Sweet, Walter Hall, Wayne Pittman, Rachel Labuena, Kendra Yarbrough, Barrett Greenwalt, Rose Flugel, Maya Woodruff, Trent Sizemore, Terry Marks, Dominic Hoskins, Umberto Anders, Thor Herring, Alicia Blakely, Amanda Hellerman, Anna Goudreau, Barbara Jones, Brenda Markart, Cheryl Reynolds, Christina Beatty, Claudia Villarta, Dawn Cozart, Emily Lubel, Faye Dawson, Gwen Sears, Hillary Vargas, Ingrid Dahlman, Jessica Wassersass, Jillian Payne, Kristen Sullivan, Kay O'Toole, Libby Futterman, Marilyn McDonald, Melissa Waters, Nan Porter, Pamela Kirkos, Raquel Cullen, Sarah Maxwell, Susan Gore, Sophie Meyer, Miller, Tanya Lesko, Wendy Parsons, Yvonne Carter, Zoe Mallory, Clanky, Boom Boom, Spaz, Sparkles, Pickles, Dizzy, Superstar, Ace, Cobra, Lucky, T-Bone. Move On leads it off. Randy Johnson leads off the inning. Chipper Jones here to lead things off. Cal Ripken Jr. leads things off. Nomar Garcia-Parra leads it off here. Sammy Sosa leads off the inning. Frank Thomas leads it off. Barry Larkin leads off. Kenny Lofton leads off here. Larry Walker to lead off here in the inning. Juan Gonzalez gets things rolling here. Alex Gonzalez, the lead-off hitter. Jeff Bagwell leads off. Carlos Beltran leads things off. Raul Mondesi gets it going here. Jeremy Burnett's the lead-off hitter here. Marty Cordova leads it off. Vladimir Guerrero to lead it off here. Mike Piazza leads things off. Derek Jeter leads off the inning. Jason Giambi gets things going here. Kurt Schilling gets it going here. Jason Kendall leads it off. Tony Gwynn leads off the inning. Barry Bonds gets things rolling here. Ken Griffey Jr. leads off here. Mark McGuire, the lead-off batter. Jose Canseco leads off here in the inning. Ivan Rodriguez leads off the inning. Sean Green, the lead-off hitter. The lead-off batter is Alex Rodriguez. Starting off the inning is Boom Boom. Spaz is the first batter this inning. Sparkles leads off the inning. First up this inning is Pickles. And the first batter is Dizzy. Superstar batting first in this inning. Starting things off, we have Ace. Leading it off for the team is Cobra. First up to the plate this inning is Lucky. Coming out of the dugout first is T-Bone. Leading it off is Clinky. Move On up. Randy Johnson is up. Chipper Jones at bat. Cal Ripken Jr. at the plate. Next up, Nomar Garcia-Parra. Sammy Sosa steps to the plate. Frank Thomas, the batter. Barry Larkin steps up. Kenny Lofton comes to bat. Larry Walker up now. Juan Gonzalez is the batter. Alex Gonzalez at the plate. Jeff Bagwell at bat. Carlos Beltran is up. Raul Mondesi comes to the plate. Next batter, Jeremy Burnett. Marty Cordova at bat. Vladimir Guerrero steps up. Mike Piazza comes to bat. Derek Jeter up to bat. Jason Giambi steps up to the plate. Kurt Schilling to bat. Jason Kendall at the plate. Tony Gwynn is the next batter. Barry Bonds at bat. Ken Griffey Jr. at the plate. Mark McGuire is up. Jose Canseco comes to bat. Ivan Rodriguez steps up. Sean Green comes to the plate. Alex Rodriguez up to bat. Batting next is Boom Boom. Spaz up to bat. Sparkles steps up to the plate. And now it's Pickles' turn at the plate. Dizzy up to bat. Ready for action. Stepping up to the plate is Superstar. Now at the plate we have Ace. Cobra comes up to the plate. Lucky steps in. T-Bone to the plate. Clanky steps up to the plate. Move On the mound. Randy Johnson on the rubber. Chipper Jones on the hill. Cal Ripken Jr. pitching. Nomar Garcia-Parra has taken his warm-up tosses and is ready to go. Sammy Sosa on the mound. Big Frank Thomas on the hill. Barry Larkin is getting ready to pitch here. Kenny Lofton on the pitcher's mound. Larry Walker on the mound. Juan Gonzalez looks into the catcher and is ready to pitch. Alex Gonzalez pitching. Bags is on the mound. Carlos Beltran is on the hill today. Raul Mondesi is ready to pitch here. Jeremy Burnett's on the rubber. Marty Cordova on the hill. Vladimir Guerrero on the hill. Mike Piazza pitching. Derek Jeter getting ready to pitch here. Jason Giambi on the mound. Kurt Schilling stares in at the catcher and is ready to pitch. Jason Kendall pitching here. Tony Gwynn looks like he's ready to pitch here. Barry Bonds on the mound. Ken Griffey Jr. on the hill. Big Mac ready to pitch here. And now pitching Jose Canseco. Ivan Rodriguez on the rubber. Sean Green on the mound. Alex Rodriguez on the mound. On the pitcher's mound we have Boom Boom. Spaz up on the mound, ready to pitch. Sparkles takes the pitcher's mound. Pickles will pitch. Dizzy steps up to the pitcher's mound. On the pitcher's mound, we have Superstar. Ace takes the pitcher's mound. Cobra on the mound and ready to pitch. Lucky takes the hill, ready to pitch. T-Bone ready to pitch. On the mound is Clinky. The Angels are leading here. The Angels lead. The Angels are winning easy. The Diamondbacks are up here. The Diamondbacks are in the driver's seat. The Diamondbacks are comfortably ahead. The Braves are out in front. The Braves are in control. The Braves are beating the pants off them today. The Orioles are on top. The Orioles are leading. The Orioles are in command. The Red Sox lead. The Red Sox are looking good. The Red Sox are making it look easy out there. The Cubs are winning here. The Cubs are ahead. The Cubbies have all but won this game. The White Sox are ahead. The White Sox lead. The White Sox are in command. The Reds are winning. The Reds are leading this one. The Reds are looking good out there. The Indians have the lead. The Indians are on top. The Indians are winning in a blowout. The Rockies are out in front. The Rockies are ahead here. The Rockies are dominating today. The Tigers are in the lead. The Tigers are looking good here. The The Tigers have 'em by the tail right now. The Marlins have the lead. The Marlins are ahead here. The Marlins are just destroying them. The Astros are winning. The Astros lead this game. The Astros are firmly in control here. The Royals are winning this one. The Royals are ahead. The Royals are pasting them. The Dodgers are on top. The Dodgers lead here. The Dodgers are mopping up the place tonight. Wow, the Brewers are leading. The Brewers are ahead. The Brewers are looking good tonight. The Twins are ahead here. The Twins are winning this ball game. The Twins are in control here. The Expos lead. The Expos are ahead. The Expos have just about wrapped this one up. The Yankees are ahead here. The Yankees have the lead. The Yankees are playing like champions today. The Mets are winning. The Mets are leading the ball game. The Mets look like world champs today. The Athletics are winning the ball game. The A's lead. The A's have all but won this game. The Phillies are ahead. The Phillies have the lead. The Phillies have charged ahead here. The Pirates are winning. The Pirates are leading. The Pirates are way out in front. The Padres are winning here. The Pods are ahead. The Padres are crushing them today. The Giants are winning the game. The Giants have the lead so far. The Giants look huge today. The Mariners are out in front. The M's are looking good today. The Mariners are making it look easy today. The Cardinals are ahead. The Cards have the lead. The Cards are way ahead. The Devil Rays are ahead in the game. The Devil Rays are winning this one. The Devil Rays look unstoppable today. The Rangers have the lead. The Rangers are ahead. The Rangers are way out in front now. The Blue Jays are ahead here. The Blue Jays lead this game. The Blue Jays look unbeatable today. The Angels trail. The Angels are falling fast. The Angels have fallen hard today. The Diamondbacks trail here. The Diamondbacks are losing this ball game. The Diamondbacks look snake-bitten today. The Braves are behind here. The Braves are losing. The Braves are getting pasted. The Orioles trail in this ball game. The Orioles have fallen behind here. The Orioles are being shut down. The Red Sox trail here. The Red Sox are losing. The Red Sox are getting hammered. The Cubs have fallen behind. The Cubbies are way behind here. The Cubbies need a miracle to win this one. The White Sox are behind. The White Sox are on the short end of the scoreboard. The White Sox are getting burned today. The Reds are losing. The Reds are getting beat. The Reds are getting pounded. The Indians trail. The Indians have fallen behind. The Indians are getting pummeled. The Rockies are losing. The Rockies trail by a bunch here. The Rockies are getting slammed. The Tigers trail. The Tigers are losing big. The Tigers look pretty tame today. The Marlins are behind. The Marlins trail here. The Marlins are losing here by a lot. The Astros trail. The Astros are losing this one. The Astros have done everything wrong today. The Royals are behind. The Royals are losing the ball game. The Royals look like they're out of this one. The Dodgers are down. The Dodgers look beaten. The Dodgers are way behind. The Brewers are behind. The Brewers trail by a bunch. The Brewers are out of it. The Twins trail. The Twins have fallen behind. The Twins look terrible. The Expos trail in this one. The Expos are losing big. The Expos are getting trounced. The Yankees are behind. The Yankees trail in this ball game. The Yankees look down and out. The Mets are losing. The Mets are getting beat. The Mets look miserable. The A's trail. The A's have fallen behind. The A's look like they're down for the count. The Phillies are losing this one. The Phillies can't catch a break here. The Phillies look finished here. The Pirates have fallen behind. The Pirates are losing the ball game. The Pirates look bad today. The Padres are trailing. The Padres aren't looking very good. The Padres are way behind. The Giants are losing this one. The Giants trail by a bunch. The Giants are getting stomped. The M's look a little sluggish today. The M's have fallen behind. Somebody put the Mau on the Mariners. They can't do anything right today. The Cardinals are behind. The Cardinals are losing this one. The Cardinals are way behind and maybe out of this one. The Devil Rays are behind. The Devil Rays trail by a lot. The Devil Rays are getting creamed. The Rangers are losing. The Rangers are behind here. The Rangers are getting pulverized. The Blue Jays trail. The Blue Jays have fallen way behind. The Blue Jays are getting pasted. The Angels are stuck in a tie game. The Diamondbacks haven't made much ground here in this tie ball game. The Braves are in a tie game. The Orioles are all tied up here. The Red Sox are in a dead heat here. The Cubs are in a neck-and-neck race. The White Sox have played to a tie game. The Reds are all tied up and no place to go. The Indians are stuck in a tie ball game. The Rockies have played to a tie. The Tigers are tied up. The Marlins are in a close one. The Astros are deadlocked here. The Royals are in a dead heat. The Dodgers are all tied up. The Brew Crew has played to a tie. The Twins are fit to be tied. The Expos are in a tie ball game. The Yankees are deadlocked. The Mets are stuck in a tie ball game. The A's are tied. The Phillies have played to a dead heat. The Pirates are tied up. The Pods have played to a tie here. The Giants are neck and neck. The Mariners have played to a dead heat. The Cardinals are knotted up here. The Devil Rays are all knotted up. The Rangers are deadlocked. The Blue Jays are all tied up. The Angels, the Diamondbacks, the Braves, the Orioles, the Red Sox, the Cubs, the White Sox, the Reds, the Indians, the Rockies, the Tigers, the Marlins, the Astros, the Royals, the Dodgers, the Brewers, the Twins, the Expos, the Yankees, the Mets, the Athletics, the Phillies, the Pirates, the Padres, the Giants, the Mariners, the Cardinals, the Devil Rays, the Rangers, the Blue Jays, the Angels, the Diamondbacks, the Braves, the Orioles, the Red Sox, the Cubs, the White Sox, the Reds, the Indians, the Rockies, the Tigers, the Marlins, the Astros, the Royals, the Dodgers, the Brewers, the Twins, the Expos, the Yankees, the Mets, the Athletics, the Phillies, the Pirates, the Padres, the Giants, the Mariners, the Cardinals, the Devil Rays, the Rangers, the Blue Jays, Angels, Diamondbacks, Braves, Orioles, Red Sox, Cubs, White Sox, Reds, Indians, Rockies, Tigers, Marlins, Astros, Royals, Dodgers, Brewers, Twins, Expos, Yankees, Mets, Athletics, Phillies, Pirates, Padres, Giants, Mariners, Cardinals, Devil Rays, Rangers, Blue Jays, Angels, Diamondbacks, Braves, Orioles, Red Sox, Cubs, White Sox, Reds, Indians, Rockies, Tigers, Marlins, Astros, Royals, Dodgers, Brewers, Twins, Expos, Yankees, Mets, Athletic, Phillies, Pirates, Padres, Giants, Mariners, Cardinals, Devil Rays, Rangers, Blue Jays, the Bombers, the Fishes, the Hornets, the Melonheads, the Monsters, the Wombats, the Bombers, the Fishes, the Hornets, the Melonheads, the Monsters, the Wombats. Bombers, Fishes, Hornets, Melonheads, Monsters, Wombats, Bombers, Fishes, Hornets, Melonheads, Monsters, Wombats. The Angels win. The Angels pull off the win. The Diamondbacks win. The Diamondbacks get the win here. The Braves win. The Braves get the win. The Orioles win. The Orioles win it today. The Red Sox win. The Red Sox pull off another win. The Cubs win. The Cubs get the win today. The White Sox win. The White Sox come out on top. The Reds win. The Reds are victorious. The Indians win. It's a win for the Indians. The Rockies win. That's the ball game. Rockies win. The Tigers win. That'll do it. The Tigers win. The Marlins win. The Marlins get the win here today. The Astros win. How about that? The Astros win. The Royals win. The Royals get a W today. The Dodgers win. Chalk up a win for the Dodgers. The Brewers win. The Brew Crew gets the win. The Twins win. The Twins get the win for today. The Expos win. Les Expos get the victory. The Yankees win. Another day, another win for the Yankees. The Mets win. The Mets are winners today. The A's win. It's a W for the A's. The Phillies win. The Phillies win today. The Pirates win. The Pirates get a win. The Padres win. That'll do it. Pods win. The Giants win. The Giants get the W today. The Mariners win. Put a W in the books for the Mariners. The Cardinals win. Cards win. The Devil Rays win. Devil Rays come out on top today. The Rangers win. The Rangers win it today. The Blue Jays win. The Blue Jays with the win today. The Angels lose. The Angels fall today. The Diamondbacks lose. It's a mark in the loss column for the Diamondbacks. The Braves lose. The Braves lose this one. The Orioles lose. The Orioles lose it here today. The Red Sox lose. It's over. The Red Sox fall today. The Cubs lose. The Cubbies fall in defeat today. The White Sox lose. The White Sox fall today. The Reds lose. Game over. And the Reds lose. The Indians lose. The Indians lose the ball game today. The Rockies lose. The Rockies get the loss today. The Tigers lose. The Tigers lose it today. The Marlins lose. The Marlins fall today. The Astros lose. It's a loss for the Astros today. The Royals lose. The Royals are beaten today. The Dodgers lose. It's all over. The Dodgers lose. The Brewers lose. The Brewers couldn't pull it off today. They'll have to take the loss. The Twins lose. It's a tough loss for the Twins. The Expos get a bad break and lose today. The Expos lose. The Yankees taste bitter defeat. The Yankees lose. No miracle for the Mets as they lose here today. The Mets lose. The A's get handed a loss. The A's lose. The Phillies fall in defeat. The Phillies lose. The Pirates can't pull it off. They lose. The Pirates lose. The Padres get handed a tough loss. The Padres lose. The Giants lose the game today. The Giants lose. Tough luck for the M's as they lose today. The Mariners lose. The Cardinals lose the ball game. The Cardinals lose. The Devil Rays lose the ball game. The Devil Rays lose. The Rangers get the loss. The Rangers lose. It's all over. The Blue Jays lose. The Blue Jays lose. Have no fear. The Angels are here. The Diamondbacks are in the house. Let's hear some noise. All right. Let's get this party started right and give it up for the Braves. All right, folks. Let's hear it for your Orioles. The Red Sox have arrived on the field. All hail the mighty Red Sox. Yes, everybody loves the Cubbies. Let's hear it for the Cubs. The White Sox are headed onto the field, and the crowd goes wild. The Reds are in the house. Let's hear it. The crowd gives a big cheer for their beloved Indians. The Rockies get an avalanche of cheers from this crowd. A big ovation from the Tiger faithful in attendance here. The Marlins are a hit with their fans. Let's go Marlins! Get on your feet and let's hear it for the Astros. The Royals have a huge following here. Let's hear it for the Royals. There's a lot of Dodger blue in the crowd today. They love their Dodgers. The crowd is going wild, and that can only mean one thing. The Brewers are in the house. All right, you Twins fans, let's hear some noise. The crowd is going wild. Let's hear it for the Expos. The Yankees are clearly the fan favorites here. Go Yanks! Do these fans love their Mets or what? Go Mets! Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Here come the A's. All right, all you Phillies fans, let's make some noise. The Pirates are clearly the fan favorites today. Go Pirates! All right, all you crazy Pod fans, let's hear it for your team. Go Padres! Okay, everybody, let's hear it for those Giants. Let's hear it for those lovable Mariners. Well, the Cards are ready to start the game. Let's hear some noise from the fans. Go Cards! Here comes everybody's favorite. Let's hear it for the Devil Rays. All right, you Rangers fans, let's hear it. Okay, all you Blue Jay fans, let's get on our feet and make some noise. The Angels are the winners in this first round of the playoffs. The Diamondbacks are winners in this first round of the playoffs. The Braves win the first round of the playoffs. How about that? The Orioles advance in the playoffs. The Red Sox pull it off to advance in the playoffs. The Cubbies are still alive and advance to the league playoffs. The White Sox win and will now battle for the league pennant. The Reds get the W today and a chance to battle for the Backyard World Series title. The Indians survive here to play for a chance at the Backyard World Series. The Rockies win and will advance to the next round of the playoffs. The Tigers win and have a chance to make it to the Backyard World Series. The Marlins win and are now headed to the next round of the league championship. The Astros win it and now will battle for a trip to the Backyard World Series. The Royals win this round of the playoffs. Yahoo! The Dodgers win to advance in the playoffs. The Brewers' dream season continues with this win. The Twins are headed to the final round of the pennant race. The Expos pull off an exciting win and advance in the playoffs. The Yankees have the win and will advance to the next round of the playoffs. The Mets win this one and are headed to the next round in the playoffs. The A's are the winners here and head off to fight for the pennant. The Phillies win and advance to the league playoffs. The Pirates survive this one and advance in the playoffs. The Padres win it and will now play for a chance to go to the Backyard World Series. The Giants are going to the final round in the league playoffs. The M's win and have a chance at the American League Championship. The Cards are the winners and will advance to the next round in the playoffs. The Devil Rays win. They're going to the next round in the playoffs. The Rangers are the winners here and move on to the next round in the playoffs. The Blue Jays are headed for the next round in the playoffs. The Angels are heading to the Backyard World Series. The Diamondbacks win the National League pennant. The Braves are going to the Backyard World Series. The Orioles win and they're going to the Backyard World Series. The Red Sox are going to the Backyard World Series, folks. Holy cow! The Cubbies are going to the Backyard World Series. The White Sox win it and they're headed to the Backyard World Series. The Big Red Machine is going to the Backyard World Series. The Indians are on their way to the Backyard World Series. The Rockies win the National League pennant and they're going to the Backyard World Series. Watch out, Backyard World Series. Here come the Tigers! The Marlins win the National League pennant. The Astros win, and they're going to the Backyard World Series. The Royals win the game and the American League pennant. The Dodgers are going to the Backyard World Series. The Brewers have a date at the Backyard World Series. The Twins win the American League pennant. How about that? The Expos win the ballgame, and they're going to the Backyard World Series. The Yankees win. Next stop, the Backyard World Series. The Miracle Mets win the National League pennant. The A's win the pennant and are headed to the Backyard World Series. The Phillies have done it. They're going to the Backyard World Series. The Pirates keep the dream alive. They're going to the Backyard World Series. The Cards are heading to the Backyard World Series. The Padres win it. They're going to the Backyard World Series. The Giants win the pennant. The Giants win the pennant. The Giants win the pennant. The miracle season continues for the Mariners as they head to the Backyard World Series. The Devil Rays win the pennant. I can't believe it. The Rangers are going to the Backyard World Series. The Blue Jays win the game, and they're heading to the Backyard World Series. They did it! The Angels have won the Backyard World Series. The Diamondbacks win the championship of the Backyard World Series. The Braves have done it. They are the champions of the Backyard World Series. The Orioles win. The Orioles are Backyard World Series champions. The Red Sox have done it. They're the champions of the world. They're the champions of the universe. They're the champions of the Backyard World Series. The Cubs did it. The Cubbies have won the Backyard World Series. Holy cow! The White Sox are crowned the new champions of the Backyard World Series. They did it. The Reds won. They're the new champions of the Backyard World Series. The Indians win the Backyard World Series. I can't believe it. They really did it. The Rockies win. The Rockies are your new champions of the Backyard World Series. Holy moly! The Tigers have won the Backyard World Series. How about that? The Marlins win the Backyard Series. I can't believe my eyes. It's all over. The Phillies have done it. They've won the Backyard World Series. The Pirates are the new Backyard World Series champions. Can you believe it? Do not adjust your monitor. The Padres have won the Backyard World Series. How about that? The Giants win the series. The Giants win the series. The Giants win the series. It's over. The M's are champions of the Backyard World Series. My, oh my. They did it. They did it. The Cardinals won the Backyard World Series. The Devil Rays have done it. They're the Backyard World Series champions of the universe. The Rangers have won the Backyard World Series championship of the universe. Can you believe it? It's all over. The Blue Jays win the Backyard World Series. They're the champions.
Mo Vaughn's not going to win any foot races, but he's got a lot of power. Mo Vaughn is a big kid with big-time power. This Mo Vaughn kid can really tear the height off the ball. Whammo! This Randy Johnson kid looks like he ought to be dunking a basketball. Randy Johnson can throw the heat, but a power hitter he ain't. Sure, Randy Johnson can throw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, but can he dance the mambo? Answer me that. Chipper Jones is real solid with the bat and the glove. Chipper Jones is going to surprise a lot of people. You watch. I wonder how you get a name like Chipper. Cal Ripken Jr., huh? He won't last long. Yeah, right. This Ripken kid comes from a good baseball family. Ripken can hit with some power. Nomar's a good young player who's got some speed and can hit. I'd say this Nomar kid is one of the best shortstops I've seen, and a solid hitter, too. Nomar Garcia Parra can flat out play. You know, a couple years ago I would have said Sammy Sosa, yeah, he's pretty good, but now, holy cow! Sammy Sosa is a guy you can build your team around. You know, this Sosa kid is really exciting to watch. Stand back, kids. It's the Big Hurt. Look at the size of that Thomas kid. What have they been feeding him? Frank Thomas can put the hurt on the ball, hence the nickname the Big Hurt. Barry Larkin is one of the best all-around players in the game. This Larkin, he's a great hitter. And boy, can he play shortstop. Larkin can hit, steal bases, and play great defense. He's also a terrific dancer. You know something, Sonny? This Lofton kid's about as fast as anyone I've ever seen. If you think Lofton's good at baseball, you ought to see him play basketball. Kenny Lofton's just about the best defensive outfielder in the game. Larry Walker's a pretty good ball player, very well-rounded in his skills. This Walker kid is pretty solid at the plate. Good hitter, decent runner, solid. Larry Walker is a powerhouse hitter. Juan Gonzalez is fast as lightning, and he can run, too. This Juan Gonzalez kid is a consistent hitter. Very important in this league. Juan Gonzalez likes to hit the ball hard. I don't think the fielders like to catch his line drives. Ouch. Alex is a great defensive player. He's like a vacuum cleaner out there. And man, can this kid hit. If Gonzalez stays healthy, he could be another Omar Vizquel. This kid can play baseball like nobody's business, Sonny. Bags is always fun to watch. Just look at him. Bagwell's awesome. He hits consistently well and can run as fast as a cheetah. That's fast. Bags is always a home run threat. Carlos is a switch hitter who can run fast and hit the ball. Beltran isn't the strongest defensive player, but boy can he hit. Beltran's dangerous from both sides of the plate. Mondesi's got huge hit potential, you know? Pitcher, beware. Raul may be built like a fire hydrant, but don't let it fool you. He can run like a fish in the water. Raul says he likes to listen to salsa. Me, I'd rather dip my chips in it. Burnitz has got one of the sweetest swings in baseball. Jeremy Burnitz is what you call a power hitter. Burnitz is a good, young, all-around baseball player. Of course, they're all pretty young in this league. Marty Cordova, what a guy. Marty Cordova, what can you say about the guy that hasn't been said? Marty Cordova. This guy's got a wonderful singing voice. I tell you, Vladimir Guerrero has got some monster power, especially for an 8-year-old. Vladimir. That's French, ain't it? This Guerrero kid is some kind of wonderful, yes he is. You know, Mike Piazza really likes that heavy metal music. Me, I prefer the polka. This Mike Piazza kid can play drums, too. I think it's always a good idea to have something to fall back on. Me, I got my job at the plastic turtle factory. Holy cow, can this kid hit? The girls love Derek Jeter. Isn't that gross? This Jeter kid's gonna turn out to be pretty good. Derek is what you call a 5-point player, meaning he's great at all 5 baseball skills. Hitting, fielding, running, throwing, and... help me out here, Sonny. Jason Giambi hits for average power and draws walks. Everything you could ask for from a first baseman. Gumby, I love that guy. Oh, Giambi. He's good too. This Giambi kid is a real pro at the plate. All business. Kurt Schilling's one of the best pitchers in this league, and he's a pretty decent hitter, too. Schilling's not known for his hitting, but he's got power, so watch out. Kurt's real tough. For a pitcher, Kendall may be the fastest catcher ever to play. Man, he can really run, folks. Jason likes to lean over the plate when he's at bat and gets hit by a lot of pitches. Kendall doesn't hit for power, but he's good for average, and he's got a lot of speed out there on the base pads. You're not gonna meet a nicer kid than Tony Gwynn. This kid is flat out the best hitter in the game. Tony may be the first 8-year-old ever to hit 400. Barry is one of the best power hitters in the game. Plus, he's one of the quickest. Is there a better player than Barry Bonds? I don't know. This kid's got baseball in his blood, Sonny. You know, they say this Griffey kid really likes them video games. Who'd want to waste their time playing video games? You know, they call Griffey the kid. Of course, they're all kids here, aren't they? You know, Sonny, I'd rather eat a rattlesnake than have to pitch to Griffey. Holy cow. Will you look at the arms on this McGuire kid? Looks like somebody's been eating his spinach. What have they been feeding this McGuire kid? His arms look like Popeyes. Jose's a big kid, ain't he? You sure this kid's under 10 years old? Jose Canseco's what you'd call a powerhouse hitter. Canseco's got a lot of power. A whole lot of power. Yvonne's nickname is Pudge. This Pudge kid is really something at bat. Powerhouse. Yvonne's not a very fast runner, so it's a really good thing he hits the ball hard and long. Green's got a batting cage at home and hits up to 200 balls a day. Holy cow! Sean can hit for power and steal ya a bunch of bases. Sean Green's the real deal, folks. The real deal. Not only is Alex Rodriguez a consistent hitter, he's a power hitter as well. Every coach's dream batter. Alex Rodriguez was born to be in the batter's box. Alex Rodriguez seems to get better every time he steps up to the plate. This Boom Boom kid is fun to watch play ball. I don't know where a kid gets a name like Boom Boom. Boom Boom really likes to play this game, and it shows. With a name like Spaz, you expect the kid to have a lot of energy to hit the ball long. Despite this kid's nickname, Spaz can keep it all under control. Most of the time. Let's see how Spaz handles the pitch. I'd say this kid Sparkles is gonna go places in the league. I'm just not sure where. Sparkles is a top-notch kid, ready to give 110% for the team. Sparkles isn't afraid of any pitch. Looks like Pickles is eyeing the outfield. Pickles is ready to show the pitcher how a professional does it. This Pickles kid is all pro. Dizzy's ready to get the job done. Dizzy's not afraid of the fastball, slow ball, hooks. In fact, I don't think this kid is afraid of anything. Dizzy's got the look of determination, digging in and ready to go. This superstar kid means business. Superstar's ready to show the pitcher what a home run looks like. This superstar kid's a real smart batter. Ace wants nothing more than a home run. This Ace kid is real exciting to watch. Ace is a real scrapper at the plate, fighting for the perfect pitch. This Cobra kid is real dangerous on the plate. I don't think the pitcher's too happy to see Cobra batting. Cobra's determined to get a hit here. This Lucky kid is ready to get the job done for the team. Lucky's the kind of batter that wants a hit every time. Lucky's a real slugger at the plate. T-Bone's always ready for action. This T-Bone kid has a real meaty swing. This T-Bone kid's always thinking of winning. What you'll see from Clanky is consistency. I guess that's because he's a robot. Clanky brings to the team consistency and concentration. At the plate, he's programmed to think of one thing: batting. Clanky's arms are specifically designed to hold the bat at a perfect angle to the plate, maximizing power. Mo Vaughn doesn't throw for a lot of power. He'll try to outsmart you with his slow ball instead. There's nothing scarier than facing a Randy Johnson fastball. It makes me sweat just thinking about it. Chipper's got a good fastball, but the one you really want to watch out for is his elevator pitch. Ripken's not a power pitcher, but he's got a mean left hook. Nomar's got a pretty good fastball and a heck of a corkscrew pitch. Sammy Sosa has a lot of power on the plate, but it's a different story on the pitcher's mound. he has to rely more on finesse to get the batters out. Frank Thomas has one of the best right hooks around. Barry Larkin can get you out with a number of pitches, but his best is the crazy ball. Kenny Lofton is not a power pitcher. He relies on getting good movement on the ball to get the batter out. Larry Walker may not have a wide range of pitches, but his slow ball can get the job done. Juan Gonzalez is not known for his pitching, but he's got an arm, so batter beware. Alex Gonzalez is going to try to outthink you out on the mound, throwing you a whole bunch of different pitches. Bags is a slow ball pitcher who'll try to throw you a spitter now and then if you're not careful. Beltran gets a lot of movement on his pitches. Watch out for his corkscrew. It's a Lulu. I know Raul Mondesi's got a strong arm, but let's see how he can pitch. Jeremy Burnitz is a good slow ball pitcher who likes to keep you guessing at the plate. Cordova's best pitch is his elevator. Not many people can hit that one. Vladimir Guerrero's got a decent fastball and a devastating left hook. Piazza's not going to overpower anyone with his pitches. Instead, he'll try to outfox you with some off-speed stuff. Derek Jeter isn't the ace of this pitching staff, but he'll get people out with his right hook. Jambi's got a terrific fastball. For a first baseman, Kurt Schilling's got a mean fastball. Jason Kendall is known for his catching, but he's also got a great corkscrew pitch. Tony Gwynn is what you call a finesse pitcher. Instead of blowing fastballs by you, he'll try to outsmart you. Barry Bonds has a great right hook and has been known to throw a spitball now and then. Ken Griffey Jr. is one of the greatest power hitters of all time. As a pitcher, he's a crafty left-hander who relies on location and movement. Mark McGwire has got a good fastball and an incredible right hook. Canseco's a crafty pitcher. You gotta watch out for that spitball of his. Ivan Rodriguez is a well-rounded pitcher, and watch out for his fastball. It's a zinger. Sean Green has a great left hook, but he's also been known to throw a zigzag or even the dreaded slow-mo ball on occasion. Alex Rodriguez has got a lot of different pitches. The batters never know what they're gonna get. Boom Boom is ready to show these batters a thing or two. This Spaz kid tends to throw a surprise pitch every once in a while. Batter beware. Sparkles is a pitcher to be reckoned with. With Pickles pitching, you never know what to expect. Dizzy's ready to send all these batters right back to the dugout. With Superstar pitching, we're in for an exciting inning. I don't think the batters are happy to see this ace kid on the mound. Cobra doesn't hold back while on the pitcher's mound. This lucky kid is crafty. Batter beware. You never know what to expect with this T-Bone kid. Clanky's not gonna wow you with his pitch selection, but boy is he consistent. Mo Vaughn, Randy Johnson, Chipper Jones, Cal Ripken Jr., Nomar Garciaparra, Sammy Sosa, Frank Thomas, Barry Larkin, Kenny Lofton, Larry Walker, Juan Gonzalez, Alex Gonzalez, Jeff Bagwell, Carlos Beltran, Raul Mondesi, Jeremy Burnitz, Marty Cordova, Vladimir Guerrero, Mike Piazza, Derek Jeter, Jason Jambi, Kurt Schilling, Jason Kendall, Tony Gwynn, Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., Mark McGwire, Jose Canseco, Ivan Rodriguez, Sean Green, Alex Rodriguez, Alexis Weiss, Angelique Harding, Catherine Asher, Claire Nelson, Courtney Valentino, Dana Sekula, Ellen Martinez, Aaron Harris, Esmeralda Hyman, Ezra Travolta, Fabienne Callahan, Francesca Whitaker, Gloria Keitel, Heidi Thurman, Joan May, Jodie Palmer, Caitlin Kane, Kathy Wolf, Lindsay Felgate, Lorelei Ikaye, Mamie Skiumsby, Mandy Coolidge, Rosanna Phelps, Ruth Prout, Samantha Winslow, Tatiana Jackson, Tracy Hoban, Uma Morris, Vanessa Goodman, Victoria Schamberg, Adam Van Doren, Alan Holzman, Billy Mendelsohn, Brad Bender, Buddy Martin, Butch Sherrod, Cameron Haynes, Chandler Huggins, Daniel Willis, Derek McCattery, Donald Vogel, Giuseppe Pachasa, Ivan King, Jerry Mahoney, Jose Meisenheimer, Lance Lambert, Marcellus Marks, Matthew LaCruz, Maynard McElroy, Melvin Berger, Parker Cullum, Peter Levine, Quentin Driver, Randolph Gluckert, Samuel Middleton, Scotty Roth, Terry Vega, Vincent Sweet, Walter Hall, Wayne Pittman, Rachel LaBuena, Kendra Yarbrough, Barrett Greenwald, Rose Flugel, Maya Woodruff, Trent Sizemore, Perry Marks, Dominic Nick Hoskins, Umberto Anders, Thor Herring, Alicia Blakely, Amanda Hellerman, Anna Goodrow, Barbara Jones, Brenda Markart, Cheryl Reynolds, Christina Beatty, Claudia Villarda, Dawn Cozart, Emily Lubel, Faye Dawson, Gwen Sears, Hilary Vargas, Ingrid Dahlman, Jessica Wassersass, Jillian Payne, Kristen Sullivan, Kay O'Toole, Libby Futterman, Marilyn McDonald, Melissa Waters, Nan Porter, Pamela Kirkos, Raquel Cullen, Sarah Maxwell, Susan Gore, Sophie Meyer, Tanya Lesko, Wendy Parsons, Yvonne Carter, Zoe Mallory, Clanky, Boom Boom, Spaz, Sparkles, Pickles, Dizzy, Superstar, Ace, Cobra, Lucky, T-Bone, the Anaheim Angels, the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Atlanta Braves, the Baltimore Orioles, the Boston Red Sox, the Chicago Cubs, the Chicago White Sox, the Cincinnati Reds, the Cleveland Indians, the Colorado Rockies, the Detroit Tigers, the Florida Marlins, the Houston Astros, the Kansas City Royals, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Milwaukee Brewers, the Minnesota Twins, the Montreal Expos, the New York Yankees, the New York Mets, the Oakland Athletics, the Philadelphia Phillies, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the San Diego Padres, the San Francisco Giants, the Seattle Mariners, the St. Louis Cardinals, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, the Texas Rangers, the Toronto Blue Jays, the Anaheim Angels, the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Atlanta Braves, the Baltimore Orioles, the Boston Red Sox, the Chicago Cubs, the Chicago White Sox, the Cincinnati Reds, the Cleveland Indians, the Colorado Rockies, the Detroit Tigers, the Florida Marlins, the Houston Astros, the Kansas City Royals, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Milwaukee Brewers, the Minnesota Twins, the Montreal Expos, the New York Yankees, the New York Mets, the Oakland Athletics, the Philadelphia Phillies, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the San Diego Padres, the San Francisco Giants, the Seattle Mariners, the St. Louis Cardinals, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, the Texas Rangers, the Toronto Blue Jays,